Natalie Sisson, former Suitcase Entrepreneur, podcaster, author, adventurer, triathlete, vlogger, especially after day 20 days in a row. So this is my 20th video out of a 29-day live video challenge I set for myself. And this morning I got off a beautiful podcast with a wonderful man. I want to make sure I get his name right. Azul Terranez. You should check out his TED Talk. I will share that below in the links. He has a fantastic podcast for authors who are wanting to become leaders as well. And he just did a beautiful interview with me, asked some fantastic questions. I will link to it below once it's out as well. But what he really hammered home for me is do not underestimate the impact that you have on other people's lives, because I had no idea that he had read The Suitcase Entrepreneur, which came out in 2013, by the way. This is the third edition that I'm holding, which came out in 2017 when Simon & Schuster, North Star Way, picked it up as an independent author. To have your book picked up by a big name publisher and republished for the third edition is pretty crazy. But it was just really amazing how much impact my book had on him at the time when he and his partner started traveling and realizing that they could do this as well. And he said something really powerful to me. He said, your book was so practical, it took the risk out of saying we can't do this. And so they just did it and got started. And I really appreciated that. It was a different perspective that I haven't had as much. Like, plenty of people have said, oh, it was super practical and it helped me to like go on my journey and live my life by design and work from anywhere and get paid to be me. But I really appreciated that he said you took the risk out of doing it. You made it seem possible, because if you can do it, anybody can do it, right? Because you're just a normal person. And it hammered home in that moment to never, ever, ever give up on doing what you're doing because you feel like you're not good enough, or who's going to listen to you, or am I actually making a difference, or who am I to be talking about this? Especially in this year when I am writing another book. Basically, it's being written in my mind right now. It's being written through these videos, to be honest. And I have a great idea for the title and who it's for and who it's going to serve. But there've definitely been moments where I'm like, should I write this? You know, really? How good am I at writing this? Is it really going to make a difference? I want it to go huge. I want it to be impactful. I want it to be short and sweet this time. And here he was sort of saying, in a nutshell, oh my God, yes, you should. Everybody has a book in them, and 100% you should, because you just never know who's going to read that book and how it's going to impact them. And only 10 people may read your book, but that is 10 lives that you have impacted. Russell Brunson put out a video about this recently, and he said, you know, when you start out, you may go on Facebook Live and you might get 30 people who join you on that live, but that's 30 people who are watching the live who you have an ability to teach and share a message with. And maybe you do your YouTube video and you don't get 80 views. Some of these videos over the course of 29 days are still sitting at like 50, 60 views, and I'm totally fine with that. But thank you to the 50 or 60 viewers who took the time to watch and hopefully got value or a lesson out of the videos. And over time, I know that they will grow and I will be able to share them with more people, and they'll form lots of other content for me. But the point is, I'm not doing this to show up and impact tens of thousands or millions of people. At some point in my life, for sure, I wanted to impact 1 million people. But don't underestimate the power of impacting one person with what you say, with how you show up, with how you lead by example, and how you make them feel. I believe I said it in an earlier video at the start of this challenge, but people don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. So if you make them feel like they can do it, like they can take that leap of faith, like they can change their health, they can change their relationship, they can change their mindset, they can understand technology, they can work an Excel spreadsheet, they can bake a cake, whatever it is that you teach and share with them, if you can make them feel like yes they can, then you have already made an incredible impact in their life. So don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate the power of the written word, but also the spoken word and how you make people feel. And definitely, if you've been considering writing a book, please comment below, because I might have something coming up for you. In previous years, I have run something called Write Your Damn Book, as much for me to turn up and write my damn book as to help you do it. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to be running it again this year. Oh yes, I am, because I truly believe that writing a book is one of the most powerful, challenging, and cathartic things you can do, but also has the ability to impact, honestly, tens of thousands of people if you really wanted to. but impact you the most, because distilling your message and what you want to share into a book is one of the most, as I said, challenging but powerful things you can do. And just that process, let alone, will help you in every other area of your life. Trust me. So, hopefully the lesson you got from today is turn up every day, do the work, because you never know who might be listening, watching, or appreciating what you're saying and what impact you have the opportunity to make on their life.